Troy and Betsy return to the campsite and sit down with Arthur and Mary and Neville and watch the videos of Campbell taking the cash from under the mattress and the jewellery from the safe in the house. They are horrified and they decide to talk to an old friend of Walter's, whose name is Detective Patric Murphy. He works in the fraud squad. They send Patrick the videos of Campbell taking the cash from the mattress and the jewellery from the safe. Patrick then loads the videos onto his laptop and contacts Campbell Gambell for a meeting. He invites Neville and an old school friend of Walter's, Tony, to the meeting. Before the meeting, Tony just happens to be browsing in an op shop and he finds a toy pistol which he purchases for his grandson and puts it in his back pocket. They all meet outside the offices of the fraud squad and then they stop outside the offices of Kalamity Khaos and Krook before entering, and they meet Tootsie Small, who contacts Campbell Gambell in his office to tell him his visitors have arrived. Campbell is a bit apprehensive about the meeting, but they all go into the office. Patrick takes his jacket off and reveals his shoulder holster with a pistol, as detectives always do when they carry their gun. Tony takes the toy pistol from out of his pocket and puts it on the table because it is uncomfortable to sit down with a plastic pistol in your pocket. And then they begin their meeting with Campbell Gambell. And Patrick explains. Patrick opens his laptop and shows Campbell Gambell the videos of him taking the cash from the mattress and the jewellery from the safe.
Campbell, it's like this. You need to remove those restraining orders immediately. You then need to return the titles of the houses to Walter's children. Return the money you took from under the bed, return the family jewels you removed from the safe, and return all of the money from the bank accounts and the superannuation fund, so we can all go home in peace.
Campbell, you still haven't quite got it. You've shown disrespect to Walter and his family, and you've broken the trust my good friend Walter gave you as a lawyer. Those legal fees will look like the small change you put in your kid's piggy bank if this keeps going. When you're sitting in a jail cell next to a bald-headed, tattooed gorilla who fancies you, you won't even be able to afford to send your kids to those exclusive schools any longer. Your wife will divorce you and take most of your wealth, and you'll have to resort to digging holes, when and if you survive jail, just to get a feed. Do you understand?
Campbell realises he has to make a move. He's stuck in a corner. So he stands up and goes to his wardrobe, where he keeps all of his files and the cash. He emerges with the files and the cash, and he also comes back with the jewellery box containing the medals and the family heirlooms, and he puts all of that onto the desk. Tony explains to Campbell that there's a shortfall in cash and he will have to go and get another $140,000.
Tony, there's a shortfall of $50,000 taken from Walter's mattress, and Campbell needs to pay an additional $90,000 to compensate the family for their costs. Campbell, you need to provide an additional $140,000 in cash.
Neville makes himself very busy weighing the cash on the scales he has bought and putting the files and the cash and the family heirlooms into his briefcase. There's a lot of cash there, and he finally gets it all to fit into his briefcase. Campbell also had to return the $140,000 that he had shifted from Walter's bank accounts, and he contacts Tootsie to do that job and transfer.
Tootsie, it's Campbell. Transfer $140,000 back into Walter's original bank accounts. Do it now.
The transfer's gone through, Mr. Gamble. $140,000 back in Walter's accounts. Detective Murphy, I can confirm the funds have cleared. It's all back in Walter's accounts.
Just a small problem. The Rolex and the gold bracelet are missing.
That's not fair.
Call it empowerment. All good, yes. Let's get out of here. I can't stand the stench of privilege anymore.
Hang on, it's shit. Look, Campbell shat himself.
Yeah, I found it at the op shop on the way down here. My grandson's been after a cap gun for ages, and I've finally found him one. See you, Campbell. And remember the word, karma. Have a nice day. He thought it was a real gun. They're all really gutless when it comes down to it. The vibe.